Speaking after decision entered into force on March 31, World Athletics President Seb Coe admitted decision would be controversial, but said sport was directed by comprehensive principle, and it was guided by science around it. Physical performance and male advantage. However, Coe stressed that he would establish a working group that would consult with transsexual athletes and review new research. "We don't say no forever," he said. Sports, especially recent years, especially New Zealand weightlifter Laurel Hubbard in 30s of the Tokyo Olympics recent years, with thorny problem of transsexual participation is increasingly wrestling. However, Coe explicitly stated that there is little support for such a policy, and that athletes and federations want to give priority to justice and inclusion in women's sport. "We entered a consultation a few months ago because we wanted to provoke the discussion." Athletics was last sport that prohibited transgender women from women's sport following World Ragbi in 2020 and World Swimming and Rugby Football League last year. NCAA National College won title of a female title. The decision of the World Athletics is likely to oppose LGBTQ+ groups like Stonewall. They called for sports to be as inclusive as possible. The base of scientific evidence about trans people in sports is developing, but it's far from being certain. However, the movement was welcomed by the Campaign Group for Women. "All scientific evidence the right thing for women, girls in line with all scientific evidence. Common sense," he said. "We expect to restore fair sports for women of all ages." In another important decision, the World Athletics announced that all athletes, which are different in sex development, will be banned from competing internationally in all events unless they reduce their testosterones to 2.5 nanomole per liter for at least 6 months. Former Olympic female champion Caster Semenya and Tokyo Games, the 200-meter silver medal owner Christine MBOMA'yı DSD athletes, ranging from 400 meters to 1 mile, were allowed to compete without medication. However, in 2019, the Sports Arbitration Court said that the 46XY5 which is a difference of sex development such as Semena, had enjoyed an important sports advantage because of biology. Coe said that athletes with DSD will now have to reduce their testosterones for at least 6 months, which will miss the World Championships in Budapest this summer. Coe, "We are ready to deal with these problems," he said. He added, "In the past, they were allowed to drift or kick to long herbs. This is not the nature of my lift, and it is definitely not the instincts of my console." In another statement, Lord Coe said that although Russian athletes discovered a way for Russian and Belarus athletes, country would be banned from athletics for the predictable future due to occupation of Ukraine.